Hello. Hello. Did y'all hear that monster laugh? Anyway, hello. Happy Tuesday. Happy Tuesday, Vlogmas Day 10. Let's talk about anything Tuesday. We do that anyway, right? We talk about anything every day. Any and everything. We talk about any and everything. And always, we like to try to start out with our personal and professional, our personalized and professional disclaimer that the purpose of this live is to just walk and talk, walk and talk, walk and talk about anything. Most importantly, to walk, right? To walk. If you can walk and talk, that's a great sign of your endurance, your stamina, your physical fitness. But listen, you don't have to talk, right? You can just walk. That's the most important part, is the walking. The walking is the most important part. That moving those legs, moving those feet, moving those arms as you walk. Not just the legs, incorporate those arms, incorporate the waist. Put a twist in your waist. Hey, Big Kane. Big Kane, what's going on? How you doing? How you doing? Happy Tuesday to you. Happy Tuesday. You celebrate the holidays, Big Kane? If so, are you ready? Are you ready? If so, do you do the y'all do the name pulling at work and all that stuff? Shoot. Sometimes you don't even want to participate in the name pulling. If you do that name pulling, sometimes you don't even want to participate in it because, listen, you give these people the perimeters of the gift exchange, and they don't even know how to do right. That you say, you know, everything has gone up. So, you know, you still don't want to put a price tag on the gift. That's just too much. People got a lot of stuff to do during the holidays. You only celebrate, okay, I got you, birthdays. You only celebrate birthdays, okay. A lot of people have their different things that they do and don't do. You know, that's nice to just celebrate birthdays, you know, because that's a holiday. That's a holiday each and every person has and looks to have, you know, that's their special day. Now, of course, you know, it went from being the birthday to birth week and birth month. You got people celebrating their whole birthday month. Listen, and they celebrate big too. And that's good, You know, that's a good thing. It's a good thing to be excited for your birthday, for your birthday month and all that. It's exciting. Look, it's just as long as they don't expect, gifts every day. Just as long as they don't expect gifts every day. That's a good thing. I've heard someone say that before, that they only celebrate birthdays. And I understand why. I've heard a couple of people who do celebrate Christmas. They talked about they're late putting up their decorations and stuff. Sometimes I guess people they aren't in the mood, or it takes them a little while to get in the mood. So as far as the decorations, we got started late this year. Because we do put up some decorations, not a lot. Not too much, not too many. Because we can go and watch the people who do, right? We can go and watch the people who do. I celebrate day before the day of and day after. Okay, I got you. See, that's rational, right? We got to be rational about this. You got some people who truly want to celebrate the whole month, and that's all right. Ain't nothing wrong with that. But as long as you're not expecting, because think about it, you got grown adults, I think I talked about this before, wanting to celebrate their birthday month, the whole month, and they expect their family and significant others to be at every event, to be at everything that they do that month. and they expect for them to pay some type of money, some type of money. Look, you getting your birthday gift, probably a dinner, and look, that's it. That's it. Because if we're going to do it like that, then we can't complain when these kids want to celebrate a whole week, a whole month. And that's so funny to me. You got some of these adults, well, we know how adults act anyway. So I guess it's not too far-fetched that they want to celebrate all month, want a gift every day, but they don't want to celebrate like that with the kids, though. They don't want to celebrate like that with the kids, though. They want the kids to be understanding. Listen, it's your birthday. We're going to celebrate this weekend. I'm going to get you something for your birthday, and that's it. Because we know how kids do. You tell them you're going to celebrate all month. Guess what? They want a gift every day. They want a gift every day. And if we got adults around here doing the same thing, then we can't blame the kids. We can't blame the kids. But yeah, I do like, I like riding around looking at the decorations and stuff. It's nice. It's nice to see so many people put so much effort into putting up all the lights, putting up all the decorations that they do. So I do like that. And like I said, the day before, the day of, and the day after, look, that's reasonable. That's reasonable. I could treat somebody like, because that's basically saying like your weekend or something. If your birthday falls on Sunday, you're going to do Saturday and Monday, or Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So that's understandable. Kind of like your own birthday weekend. If it falls on Wednesday and you want to do Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, or just wait until the weekend, just have you a good, nice 3-day weekend. So that's reasonable. Man, you don't know how to dress. It's warm out here. It feels so good. Y'all hear those birds? Y'all hear the birds? I've been seeing dogs acting like they want to be out. So, look, I'm not running from dogs. I'm telling y'all, I'm not running from dogs. Hey, Betty. Betty says, hello, hello, hello. Hello, Betty. Happy Tuesday to you. Happy Vlogmas Day 10, December 10th, Vlogmas Day 10. Happy birthday to all of the December birthdays, to all of those having birthdays in December. Sagittarius and Capricorns, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. I'm sure somebody out here, well, we know somebody's having a birthday today. Happy birthday to you on December 10th. And happy birthday to each and every person who has a birthday in December. Be you a Sagittarius or a Capricorn. Okay. I don't know exactly when Capricorn season begins, but I'm thinking the 20th or 21st. So, Sagittarius, it's your time right now. It's your time. Capricorns, you gotta wait a little bit. You gotta wait a little bit. This is your birthday month, but you gotta wait a little bit. It's so funny when you hear these little dogs, these little terriers, like cutting up, acting up. They're so mean. They can be so mean. And I don't care how small they are. Dogs hurt when they bite. When they bite, it hurts. People are always saying, oh, he's just a little puppy or he's just small. Some of these small dogs are not puppies. They're grown. They're grown. Some of these small dogs are not puppies. They're grown. So, again, happy Tuesday to you. If you're participating in YouTube Vlogmas, happy Vlogmas Day 10. It is a good way to put out a video, you know, to dedicate yourself to putting out a video every day. Having a goal to do a video every day. You may, depending on what time zone you're in, one day may fall into the next, but listen, that's okay. The point is to dedicate yourself to putting out more content or doing more videos or doing more lives, just to participate in the spirit of vlogging, to kind of help motivate yourself, to help motivate yourself. And it's so hot. I'm gonna have to put some shorts on because it's too hot. It's too hot. I'm gonna have to put some shorts on because it's too hot. It's hot in December. So wherever you guys are, whether it's cold or warm, I hope that you're safe. And I hope that the weather is pleasant. So whether it's cold or whether you're warm, I hope that your environment is pleasant. If it's warm, get outside and enjoy it, okay? If it's cold, look at those leaves. Look at that. It looks that the color would make you think spring. A rainy spring day. Nope. We're still fall. I think winter actually kicks off, the 20th or 21st of the month. So yeah. But it is hot. It is hot. So we're gonna walk in place until this traffic goes by. We're gonna walk in place until the traffic goes by. I'm gonna stop at my neighbor's. I'm gonna get my shorts out of my bag. And we're gonna put on some shorts, okay? Because it is hot. It is hot. It feels good though. It's not scorching hot. That's the key. It's not scorching hot. It's not scorching hot, but it does feel good. Thank you guys to the two that gave me that thumbs up. I appreciate you. I hope that you guys have moved for 30 minutes today. At least 30 minutes. Hope that you've been motivated to move for 30 minutes. Motivate yourself. It shouldn't take someone to motivate you. Motivate yourself. For those who do need motivation, this is it. Get up. If you catch this live or the live replay, get up, watch the legs move, look the legs moving, keep moving for 30 minutes consistently each day of the week. Be persistent about it. And it's one of the best things you can do for yourself, right? Not only your health, but your health and your wealth are your fitness and your health are your wellness, okay? All right? Your health and your fitness are your wealth. And your wealth and your health all mixed around together and contribute to your overall fitness. They all mix together and contribute to your overall fitness. Right? So you need to get up and move. Get up and move. Don't be a couch potato. Don't be a couch potato. Get up and move. Get up and move. Do not be a couch potato. Do not be a couch potato. Hold on. Do not be a couch potato. Get up and move. Get up and move those legs, move those arms. You can walk, but guess what? What do we say? You don't only have to walk, right? I'm sure you'll become bored with that eventually, if that's all that you do. So get up and move. Get up and dance, right? Get up and skate. For those, if you know how to skate, put those knee pads on, those elbow pads, the helmet. Get up and skate. Ride your bicycle around the neighborhood, okay? If you don't want to do that, walk around the neighborhood. Walk around the perimeter of your house. Walk around the inside of your home, the biggest room of your home, or walk around several rooms of your home. There's 6 things right there you can do. Did I say dance? Get up and dance. Get out. Get up and work in your garden. Use that boxing bag. Do you have a boxing bag? Hey, Bird. What's going on, Bird? Bird, I'm about to take these pants off because it's, you know what? I'm going to keep them on. Because I don't feel like doing all that. I don't feel like doing all of it. I'm gonna keep them on, and we about to get back to it. So y'all get up and do whatever it is that makes you feel good. Okay, hold on. Uh-oh. Okay. Do whatever it is that makes you feel good, that makes you feel fit and healthy. All right. I tell you guys so many things. I tell you so many things that you can do every day. Again, walking is like the big craze. Everybody wants to walk, and that's fine, that's okay. But walking is not the only thing you can do. Okay? When you become bored with walking, you can jog if you can. If your body, if you're at a fitness level where you can do that, you can jog, you can skip, you can run. Okay, if you're in an area where you can hike, you can hike. You can go swimming. You don't have to just swim outdoors. Go into a local facility or a local gym and swim where it's warm. Get on, get on your bicycle, your stationary bicycle. Right? See, I just named 7 things. We're gonna keep going. You can get on your bicycle and ride around the neighborhood. Again, put on those skates. Make sure that you put on your shoulder pads. Okay, your helmet, your knee pads. Get up and move. When you move, when you walk, walk with a purpose. Okay, walk. You walk to a cadence. Believe it or not, there are correct ways to walk. Okay, all right. There are cadences you can walk to. Those of you in the military, you know what I'm talking about. But those of you who are really into fitness, you know what I'm talking about as well, right? Right? Yeah, brother. We be walking every day. Every now and again, we miss a day or two. But y'all remember that when you walk with a purpose, okay? You want to make your walk count. You want to work your body. Make sure you don't hurt your body, okay? Make it count. Walk with a purpose. Now listen, anything that you hear me say or do over here in Lion's Pride, you do so at your own risk. Check out my shorts. Usually they're just walking shorts because when I'm working out in the mornings, y'all, I'm not organized enough to record my workout. That would have been a good thing to do for Vlogmas, but when I'm working out, I'm all over the place, okay? Like today was lower body, right? Lower body. But I changed up. Like I have a schedule, I have a plan, but I change it up. I just change it up. If I'm bored, I switch it up at the drop of a dime, okay? So as long as you're doing something, though, move, okay? Use your butt when you walk. Right? Take some of that stress off of your hip joints and your knee joints. And remember, always, okay? Contact your primary healthcare provider, right? Be it your doctor, your nurse practitioner, your physician's assistant, your physical therapist, if you've had an injury before, your occupational therapist, your dietitian, your nutritionist, because half of it or more is the diet, right? We have to train ourselves to eat better, okay? Bird says, oh, you getting your walk on? I live down a long hallway. I walk it back and forth at least twice. See, that's what I'm talking about. Bird. It's like you got to start somewhere. You got to start somewhere. And sometimes, there's nothing wrong with cardiovascular aerobic activity 7 days a week, right? But a lot of times, due to time constraints, everybody can't do that every day. So it's okay to do that like 5 days a week, about 5 days a week. And look, strive for 5. And if you can't do 5, make sure you do 3, okay? Because if you do 3, and say for instance you can't do 1 or 2 one of those days, at least you've done 2. And see, Bird is doing 2 days already a week. And then sometimes when you reach your goal, sometimes people drop from 5 days to about 2 or 3 days anyway. So once you reach your goal, depending on what your goal is, whether it's weight loss, whether it's to help to maintain or nourish your mental health, your physical health, your mental, physical, emotional, and spiritual health, okay? It helps all of that, right? So whatever your goal is, you can drop from 5 days a week to 2 or 3 days a week, right? If your goal is weight loss, once you started to eat better and your endurance has improved, okay? Your fitness level has improved, your stamina is better, you can drop down to like 2 days a week. It just depends on what you do. Some people just work out every day because that is the thing that keeps them mentally in check, mentally and physically in check. So that's why some people choose to do it every day. And plus, There's nothing wrong with it physically. Nothing wrong with it physically. It'll contribute to your, again, they say that your health is your wealth, right? Listen, your health and your fitness are your wealth. Your health and your fitness are your wealth. Because you can go to the doctor and you can be perfectly healthy, right? But when you go to Walmart, you park as close to the door as you can because you don't feel like walking. So even though your numbers, your blood pressure may be good, your cholesterol numbers may be in check, your glucose may be fine, your blood counts and all that stuff, they're fine, right? But what is your stamina like, right? What's your endurance like, right? What's your cardiovascular fitness level? So if you're like, because you got to take the steps because the elevator broke down today at work, then you need to start working on that fitness level as well. You need to work on that fitness level as well. I only do 2 days a week, 2 times a week right now because of my back. That's good, Berber, especially if you have an issue. Do you get physical therapy for your back? Or is it something that you've known about for a while and you just know how to you know how to maneuver with whatever your back issue is? Like, because if you're getting physical therapy or you're getting some type of treatment for your back and you're walking 2 days a week, that's good. Hopefully you continue to do that and your back will get better and you'll be able to exercise more. Your back will get better and you'll be able to exercise more. Y'all cannot stand these potholes. So hopefully you'll be able to exercise better. You'll be able to exercise longer. You'll be able to exercise more, longer, and better. You know, and for those, I know a lot of people just don't like to exercise, right? They just don't like to. But listen, if you exercise, you know, it can help put you in a better mood, a better mindset, you know, physically, contributes to your physical health, your mental health, your emotional health, your spiritual health. Just try it. Just try it. And if you're in a place mentally where it just seems like nothing is working, don't be afraid to get help. Don't be afraid to seek help. Let me tell you, a lot of times people, all they need to do is see a therapist a couple of times. And whatever the issue is, that therapist gives them ways to resolve the issue, right? Unfortunately, no, I don't do physical therapy. I take pain pills, but not often because I don't want to get addicted to them. It has a lot to do with my weight, so I'm trying to take some of this weight off. I got you. See? Well, see? And you've already started. At least you've been motivated enough to start. Like, you've already started. And what you're doing now, as long as you just stay consistent with it, and honestly, Bird, you can look on YouTube, you can look online, and if you know what's wrong with your back, make sure that you know what's wrong with your back before you do any of the things that you see on social media. If you know, there are a lot of things, a lot of therapists on YouTube, they have videos where they teach you how to become fit. Even though if you have an injury or something like that, that's the good thing about YouTube. There's a lot of wild and crazy stuff on here, but there are a lot of good things on here too. There are a lot of therapists that come on and they have videos all over YouTube addressing different types of injuries and things like that as it relates to somebody's back, their knees, their hips, their joints in general. So some of those, I know there are a lot of good ones. There are a lot of good ones. And what they're teaching is updated education. The education that they're putting on here, it is updated. Because like I say, we have to use these disclaimers because, you know, YouTube doesn't give us a license, a certification, or a registration. So those of us who have them, we just have to kind of put out the disclaimer to protect ourselves, because you never know. Like right now, there's 3 people in this chat, but you don't know who they'll go tell what I said, or if they'll see someone in the chat and they say something and they'll go tell it. So I always say, do your research. Over here in Lions Pride, we drop nuggets, right? We drop nuggets. We drop those nuggets so that you guys can pick those nuggets up. You guys drop nuggets often in the chat. I pick those nuggets up and we go research them. We research them, we learn about them, and then we take them to our doctors, right? And get our doctors to kind of help us to maneuver through what's good for us, for our situation, and what's not. Because sometimes there are exercises on here and people are doing those exercises to better their situation, but they may be doing the wrong exercises. So if you know exactly what's going on with your back, let me tell you, there are a lot of good therapists on YouTube that are teaching people how to just rehab themselves without having to pay, you know, without having to pay so much. Yeah, I learned a lot of things from YouTube. Yep, there are a lot of good therapists there. I don't go into a lot of detail when I talk about things on here because of how people can be. And it's like I always put out the disclaimer that over here in Lions Pride, we do not assess, we do not professionally, medically, or clinically assess, diagnose, treat, or evaluate. But what we do, or what we do is we drop nuggets, bits of information that you can Google, but it's the information that I've been taught, I've learned, and I've been trained to use. I just don't go into a lot of great detail. I don't go into a lot of great detail because sometimes when people see things on social media, they won't go to the doctor. They don't go to the doctor. Yep, I do. I walk on here every day. Sometimes I'll miss, like yesterday. I wasn't able to walk yesterday because I had some events that I had to attend. And Sunday, I was just really busy. So I exercise every day. And usually in the evenings, I come on here and do a walk and talk. Yep, usually I come on here every day and do a walk and talk. And not just talk about anything. I really just come on here to just try to get out the message to motivate yourself, you know, because a lot of times people aren't going to motivate you. But when you do find someone that motivates you, that's good. But some days you might just need different motivation, you know, motivation from someone else. So just remember, try to motivate yourself. And I know a lot of times when people are in certain, you know, moods or modes, it's hard. You know, it's hard. And we've been talking about that lately, especially this time of year, due to seasonal affective disorder. Not diagnosing anybody with that, but people who have been diagnosed with it, they know exactly what I'm talking about. And sometimes it's not so much as seasonal affective disorder. They don't have a diagnosis, but sometimes people just get a little bit depressed around this time of the year. So, you know, it's harder. It's probably even harder for them to get up and move, right? Because whether it's they're missing loved ones, and it doesn't have to always be a loved one who was once here. You know, of course they miss them, but you could have a job in New York and all of your family is in Houston, and you can't get to them for the holidays, right? So you got to FaceTime. You know, it's good and it's nice to see everybody, but even that'll have you depressed a little bit, right? Because you can't be there. Your job says, no, you're off Christmas, but y'all got to be back to work the next day. So there's no way for you to say, and you don't have any like paid time off accumulated. Say it's a new job. So that means you got to talk to family FaceTime, right? You may not feel like cooking. You're used to getting mama's cooking, grandmama's cooking, auntie's cooking. So you just go to whatever place is open on Christmas or the day before. And if you cook, maybe you did. But if you don't, or you're just not in the mood, you just eat you something and you FaceTime with everybody, you know? So sometimes people are just, and it's not just this time of year. People struggle with mood changes, mood swings, depression, and all types of things throughout the year. But this time is kind of heavy for a lot of people for various reasons, for a variety of reasons, for a plethora of reasons. Thank you, Berber. I appreciate that. That's good. Keep going. And you're going to keep going too. Your back is going to get better. You know, just again, like you said, if you've been already checking those videos out, check out the videos. You know, any information that you hear on here, always research it, right? Always research it and use reputable sources. You know, the organizations, the .orgs, the .edus, those known educational websites. Check those out. And even some of the .govs. Now, I know how some people might feel about the .gov, but listen, a lot of times when it comes to like health and fitness, they do have really, really good sources. So check those sources out. And if you know what's going on, you know, do take it slowly and address the situation. Take it slowly and address the situation. Take it slowly and address the situation. And consistency is key, right? Consistency is key. Just like you're doing 2 days a week, you've probably gotten used to that. Guess what? Your body has gotten used to it too. Your body has gotten used to it too. So whenever you're mentally ready, just try to increase that. Even if you don't do the whole walk, the full, you do a walk twice a week, right? Even if you pick up one more day, just pick up one more day. And even if you can't do the full walk, do half of it. Do half of it. And continue to do the things that you are learning about that helps you with your back. Continue to do those things. Because like I was saying, there's nothing wrong with cardiovascular aerobic activity 7 days a week. 7 days a week. Because most of us, like, we're moving around every day anyway, right? So why not, or some of us are watching TV, Netflix, YouTube, whatever social media platforms that we look at every day. We're doing that for like sometimes 3-4 hours or more, right? So, look, you can still do that. If you can find the time to do that, get up and get on your treadmill. Get on your walking pad. Get on your mini stepper. Get on your elliptical. Get on your stationary bike. Ride your bike around the neighborhood. Put in your earplugs and listen. Well, don't put those earplugs in while you're riding the bike. I take that back. Because you got to pay attention to what's going on, right? Hey, Shawanda. What's going on, Shawanda? Shawanda says, hi, Lines Pride. Hey, everybody. Hey, Shawanda. It's one more day, Shawanda. Y'all, tomorrow is Shawanda's birthday. Shawanda, put your Cash App in there. Y'all, if you don't mind, or if you can, we understand if you can't, drop Shawanda a couple of dollars. You know, I'm sure she'll be grateful for any amount. Tomorrow's her birthday, okay? Tomorrow's her birthday, and I always like to say happy birthday to everybody. Sometimes I forget, but at the beginning of each month, I like to say happy birthday to people. You know, because like I say before, you never know. There are some people right now in this world, they never get a happy birthday from anybody on their birthday, okay? Nobody tells them. Some people are like alone. And if they're not alone, like, you have some people that just don't have big families, or they don't have a lot. Maybe they don't have siblings, right? And maybe they don't have that favorite cousin that remembers. And maybe they do have a favorite auntie or uncle, and they forget, you know? And maybe it's just their parents, only their parents or parents telling them happy birthday, which for some people, that's all they need. Just the fact that they see another birthday, their mom and dad wishes them a happy birthday, that's all they need. But some people really would like to, be wished a happy birthday, right? And it doesn't matter if it's from a stranger or someone that they know. Just be genuine and sincere when you say it. Just be genuine and sincere when you say it. Be genuine, be sincere. And if you don't mean it, don't say it, okay? There's nothing wrong. Let me tell y'all something. I would much rather a person not say anything than say something and be fake, okay? That's crazy. $ Shawanda Williams. Shawanda, is your picture the same as your avatar that you have on here? For those looking to know for sure that it's you, is your picture the same? Burr says, Shawanda, happy birthday, Shawanda. Prayers for a beautiful day. Yes, claim it, Shawanda. Prayers for a beautiful day. So yeah, guys, it is warm, but it feels good. It's breezy. So y'all hear about those chemtrails? Sometimes when you look in the sky, you do wonder. Some people totally believe that's what that is. Because it looks just so totally different. Looks totally different. You know, you never know. You never know. You never know what the people in this world are doing. And sometimes it's not always the government, okay? Sometimes it's not always the government. Usually, I'll go like an hour. I have been trying to get to like 30 minutes, 30 to 45 minutes because I do cardio when I exercise. But a lot of times I'll still end up going an hour in the evening, in the afternoon. It starts to get dark earlier. So I've been coming on a little bit earlier when I can. So like today it's been 36 minutes. I'll probably go ahead and do an hour. Maybe 45 minutes, but just depends on who's in the chat or if somebody comes in, and I might do an hour. So when you walk, when you walk your hall, like, do you do it? How many times do you do it? Like, do you count your steps, or do you do it for so many minutes? How long do you do it? And when you say your back, like, how does your back bother you? Does it bother you like when you're at rest, when you're just sitting, lying, or standing? How does it bother you? Hold on, y'all. Okay. So yeah, I used to try to jog a little bit, but it's kind of complicated with the phone because I don't like my phone holder being on my neck. So I just hold it in my hands and I switch hands because my arms are moving. Sometimes I don't switch arms. Sometimes I completely forget about it. But I just remember to, as I walk, put a switch in your walk. Okay. Utilize that waist if you can, if it doesn't hurt you, if it's not uncomfortable. Breathe. That's why I say if you can't walk and talk, that's fine. To be able to walk and talk is great. But listen, if it's uncomfortable, if you can't, then don't. It'll come. That will come. If you can't, that will come. And some people just don't like to talk when they're walking. That's their me time. Like when I exercise, that's one reason I don't go live when I exercise, because that's my me time. Like if you're live, that's not really your me time. Like when I'm exercising in the mornings or some at times in the afternoon when I'm off, I'll switch it up and do exercise workout in the afternoon. That's my me time. So along with the fact that I'm not very organized, like I might switch up my plan and I'll be looking all around the room, grabbing different weights, grabbing different pieces of equipment. So it just wouldn't work out for me because of that. But also it wouldn't work out because that's my me time. Sorry about that helicopter, y'all. Let's see. I hope you guys can still hear me. But that's my me time. So I don't really like working out on live. I recorded some of them. And when I looked at it, I was like, I was like one video, I was supposed to be doing full body workout. And I was doing upper body and I never did. Like a whole hour had gone by and I was still doing upper body because I was just wanting to do some new things. So I got my workout in, but I didn't do my full body that day. Usually I'm doing like upper body Monday, Wednesday, lower body Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday, kind of like a full body workout. But I'm mild on the legs that day because I've just worked the legs out the day before. You should give your muscles 24 hours to recuperate. So that's why, of course, you do upper body Monday, let it rest Tuesday, upper body again Wednesday, lower body Tuesday, let it rest Wednesday, do it again Thursday. And so when I do a full body, I'll go hard if I missed a day or two, or for some reason that week, that Friday is the only day I work out, or that Saturday. But as long as I've kind of stayed consistent, I'll go mild on lower body if I did it Thursday. When I do my full body workout on Friday or Saturday, if I do it Saturday, I'm all in. If I do it Friday, If I work my lower body Thursday, I go a little bit easier. And if I switched it up and if I work my upper body that Thursday, then on Friday, I go a little bit easier with the upper body. So I have, I have a plan. I have a regimen. I have a plan. I have a routine, but I will switch it up like at the drop of a dime. I'll switch it up. So I'm like, you know what? I don't need to go live then anyway, because that's my me time. So that's why I chose to go live in the evenings. And I would even switch this up. I used to go live in the morning time. Then I would switch it up to afternoons like 2 years ago. But for like over a year now, I've just been walking in the evenings. I've just been walking in the evenings. Berber. Berber said my hallway is really long. My back hurts me more when I'm walking a distance or moving for a long period of time. But I take the pain. Okay, when I take the pain when I'm doing my hallway exercise. Okay, I got you. Well, Berber, do you do stretches? Do you stretch? Do you make sure that you stretch? Because you guys know, I think of a workout. I always correlate my workout to something, right? Radar, the word radar. What do you call those words that they're spelled the same way, backward and forward, forward and backward? Radar, R-A-D-A-R, right? Well, R is for stretching. When you start anything that you do, any workout activity, any exercise, stretch before and stretch after. Stretch at the beginning, stretch at the ending. Just like radar, starts with R, ends with R. So you want to stretch first, that's your R. Warm up, that's your A. Your exercise, your workout exercise is D. Cool down, that's your other A. Right? And stretching, that's your other R. So I always correlate, like everybody who comes over here, like you'll see different people different days. I don't have a big chat, and thank God for that, because girl, these chats can be so darn messy. And sometimes people, when it's a big chat, people clash. Like you probably saw Big Kane in here earlier. Shawanda comes through here. I like to have people who come through who, like, we like the drama on certain channels, but sometimes we like just some peace, you know? And I try to keep it peaceful over here. Like I always say, if you do happen to see anybody in my chat that you don't click with or that you don't get along with, I don't want you to leave. I want you to just refrain from addressing them and they refrain from addressing you. It's that simple. I say it all the time. People live together with their husbands and their wives, their children, their parents, and they get mad at each other. And they won't even talk to each other, right? They're right there in the same house, and they won't even talk to each other. But then people on social media, they dislike each other, and they act like as soon as they see a person that they dislike, they gotta act childish. Like, when I see somebody I don't like, the last thing I want to do is interact with them at all. So I just won't say anything unless they say something to me, you know? So if you see somebody over here that you don't like, that you don't click with, don't leave. Just ignore them, right? Just ignore them. Think about the example that I just gave. You got people who live together. When they're into it with each other, when they're mad at each other, they don't talk to each other for days, sometimes weeks. So do that in the chat, because I want everybody to feel comfortable. I want everybody to feel comfortable. Whether you click with somebody or not, whether you get along with somebody or not, just be comfortable. Your girl, I call myself Birds, I call myself stretching. For real, bird. See? Even that, you can go on YouTube or Google it. Make sure you're stretching properly. You know, make sure you're stretching the correct way so that you don't hurt yourself. Because what I always say over here, you want to work that body. Make sure you don't hurt that body, okay? So you do want to work it. You do want to stretch it. You do want to exercise. You do want to do your resistance weight training, okay? Like I said, it's okay to do cardiovascular 7 days a week if you want to. But, of course, a lot of people don't do that. They may do 5 days a week. They may do 3 days a week. Or like your bird, they may do 2 days a week. Especially when they're starting out. And some people do that once they become good at just being consistent. Once they become consistent, they're like, okay, I'm gonna work out, but I don't have to do it every day. I don't have to walk every day. I don't have to run every day. I'm gonna run 4 to 5 days. And they stick with it. If the weight loss is their goal and they're keeping the weight down, they may go to 3 days a week where they're doing cardiovascular activity. 3 days, and that's fine, that's good. And when it comes to your weight training, your resistance weight training, you need your weights or some type of resistance. It could be resistance bands, right? You want to try to go for 4 days a week. 4 days a week. Because you can do upper body 2 days, lower body 2 days. Or if you don't want to do that, you just want to do full body then 2 days a week. Shoot for 2 days a week. And once you get to where you want to be, physically, mentally, and emotionally, you can cut that in half. I know some people that I work out with and stuff that I train, they work out on Wednesdays. That's it. They do weights on Wednesdays. And in the rest of the week, they just relax and stretch. They stretch. And they keep those muscles toned. And then I have other people that are like, nah, I gotta do weights at least 3 or 4 days a week. Because see, the stronger you are, the more the toner you are, the more cardiovascular activity you'll be able to do. Get those muscles toned and strong. You'll want to walk longer, right? You'll want to jog longer. You'll want to run longer. You'll want to stay on your elliptical longer. You'll want to get on your stationary bike longer. Your walking pad longer. Your mini stepper longer. You'll want to ride around the neighborhood on your bike longer. The stronger that your muscles are. Okay? So bird, that's good. Keep doing what you're doing. And if you feel like it ain't enough, guess what? You start telling yourself it's not enough, then you need to start doing a little bit more. It doesn't have to be excessive, just a little bit more. Shock your body. You got to shock your body. Okay? So, y'all know I got a lot of mottos over here. Right? I have all these mottos because everybody's walking, right? That's good. That's the goal, to get people walking. But the thing about it is, you want to be different in a way that I'll go and watch Bird walk. I'll go and watch Lions Pride walk. I'll go and watch these other people walk. But I got to offer something different. Hey, Arisby, Bedside Chronicles, a.k.a. Arisby. Hey, Lions Pride and chat, passing through. Thank you, Arisby. I appreciate you for passing through. Y'all check out Arisby. Okay. Check out Arisby. Check out Bedspread. I said Bedspread. Girl, I'm combining Bedspread and Chronicles. Ain't that something? Ain't that something what happens when we talk? But check out Bedspread Chronicles, a.k.a. Arisby. Okay? Go over there. You like commentary? She does commentary. Okay? So check her out if you don't mind. I think Bird already knows about it. I think Shawanda knows about it. My bro, Big Kane, he probably gone, y'all. I can't get mad at him. I be telling him I'm mad at him, but I can't get mad at him. Because guess what? Big Kane comes through here regularly. He comes through here often, and he drops those eyes. Okay? Okay? He comes through here regularly, and he drops those eyes. He ain't on no BS. He ain't on no bullshit. No shit shenanigans. No malarkey. Okay? So Bird, just keep doing what you're doing. Be consistent, okay? Be consistent and be persistent about being consistent. I say that every day, okay? And see, a lot of times, I'm not going to have a lot of people in my chat because if you ain't acting crazy or if you ain't talking about some crazy stuff, people ain't coming to your chat. But I like that because everybody that comes through my chat, guess what? I have some type of YouTube ship with them. You know, I've known them for a while now. We know each other. And I like it like that. We never actually physically met each other. But as with anything, just as like if you take a class, right, online, through Zoom or something, like during the pandemic, people were taking classes. You never probably physically met some of those people. But you did get to know a little bit about their personalities and about them. Maybe some you clicked with and you got along immediately. Some you clicked with and got along immediately and y'all fell out and got back cool. It's just people. People be people, and okay? But I like it like that because even when it's people that I haven't known that long, when I see them regularly, I like having it like that so the chat, gets along. And again, that's to anybody. If you ever come over here and you see somebody in this chat, you happen to see somebody that you don't click with, listen, you don't have to leave. You don't have to leave. It's called being an adult and just not addressing them like they shouldn't address you. All right? Like they shouldn't address you. Being an adult, because I've seen that happen. I've had that to happen to me. It's like, what are you talking about? Like, sometimes you don't even know what a person's talking about. So, like I said, wives and husbands fall out, parents and kids fall out, parents and children. You might fall out with your parents, you fall out with your kids. Y'all sit around there, your kids be mad if their mouth poked out for a whole week, not even talking to you, right? So if it's a stranger on the internet, ignore them folks. Sometimes people just won't let you. I ain't gonna even lie to you. Sometimes people don't want to be ignored. They want to be in the spotlight. They want to be seen, and they're not gonna let you. So you do what you need to do, and then look, keep it moving. Don't let them keep getting your blood pressure up. They get it up once or twice, give them that, and then keep it moving. Keep it moving. Keep it moving. There's too much going on, and it's so funny to me. I was talking to my friend yesterday about this. There's so much going on in the world that these people don't even understand or realize that politics does matter. Like a lot of times people say, oh, they're going to do what they want to do anyway. That's true. That's true. But a lot of times, wouldn't you like to be aware and prepared for the things that these people are going to do instead of sitting on social media acting wild and crying and wilding out, and then all of a sudden, bam, they've cut Social Security in half. Bam. No more food stamps. Bam. If you get food stamps, you can't just lie and tell them folks you're going to work 20 hours like you used to. You have got to have written documentation. And if you don't present the written documentation, because sometimes, all that stuff, you got to have documentation right now. But a lot of times those people don't push the issue. If they don't push the issue, they lose their job. When they put those stipulations on it, guess what? You got to show them folks what you got. So you can't just slide by because they don't check it like that. It's so much stuff going on that people just aren't really even in tune with. And they say, well, it don't even matter who's the president. It don't even matter who's your governor. It doesn't even matter who your local politicians are. These people are going to do what they do anyway. That is true. But the main reason that is true is because they know that people aren't paying attention. So I get so tired of sometimes hearing people say, oh, that's a deflection. That's a deflection from the election. Let me tell y'all something. Those people knew half the folks who didn't vote wasn't going to vote anyway. So why should they have to create a deflection? Let's see, Arisby said it's called endurance. Exactly, Arisby. Exactly. That's what we just got done talking about. That stamina, endurance, okay? Stretch. The more you stretch, the more flexible you'll become, right? So just think of everything being for the better. Okay? Think of everything being for the better. Burr says, I watch Bedspread. She said, thank you, I will. I don't let these people get to me. I come on here for fun. Exactly. And to watch my favorite content creator. Burr, you know what? And it's so funny because right when I decided, you know what? I'm not going to be in chats as much because people will see your name. And listen, people think that they're above making mistakes, right? I saw a situation where somebody said something, right? And somebody in the chat went off. They saw something that the person above them said, and they were correlating that statement to somebody else's name. And they were going off, just causing a disruption in somebody's chat. I don't like that. I don't like that. Like, why, and then if you're going to say something, all it takes is a few seconds to scroll up to make sure that you know who you're talking to, and make sure that you know what you're talking about, and make sure that you didn't misinterpret something or misread something. But people they got issues at home or at work or at church or with their personal friends at home. So they see something in the chat that they feel like is aimed at them. They're ready to pop off. So most of the times now, I just say hello. Like, it's only certain chats that I talk in. But the rest of them, where I used to talk, because I like the content creator, it's exactly like you said, Bird. Nobody's going to rim me from a chat unless it's the content creator. If they don't want me in their chat, I go in and I say hello and I watch their content. And, a couple of people will say hello to you. I speak back and I watch the content. For however, for a few minutes, a few seconds, or the whole live, whatever it is, or I catch the replay. But people will try to create issues a lot of times where there are no issues. So I've seen people read a comment and thought that somebody that they don't get along with said it, and somebody they misread the comment. Another person made the comment, wasn't even directed to them, but they're on 10, on 100, ready to get on 1,000 because they're just looking for something. Some people look for subliminals too. If you have to be really and it's so high school. It's like sometimes in certain areas of the app, it's so high school. And I'd be like, what are they teaching their kids? Like, what are these people teaching their kids? It's like they sit on ready and they think that that's cute. But it's not cute when you sit on ready to pop off and you popping off on something and you make a fool of yourself. Guess what? Those are the main ones. They can't even say, my bad, I was wrong. They can't even say, my bad, I was wrong. Crazy. Okay, Berber, thank you. You ain't lying. I be having to watch them. I have to watch them. And usually I walk in the same couple of locations, but still, girl, you never know who's out and about. So you're definitely right. I have to be careful. I tell them a lot of times I miss the comments, or like when I first get started, I miss when someone comes in and they'll leave, because you got to keep your head on the swivel. You got to watch this traffic. You got to watch these people, especially this time of the year. You got to watch for these pets, these animals and stuff. Girl, I saw a raccoon the other day. He was scurrying out to the street. And it was like, when raccoons come out in the daytime, they're they may be sick or they're really, really hungry. They're really, really hungry. If they come out, because usually they get full at night. They come out at night and they're over in those big old garbage cans, or they're they can roam around in neighborhoods, but it's usually like at night. But if they come out in the daytime, see, I was kind of like, I didn't know what to think, because it was kind of like about this time. It was that early first dark, and he scurried out toward the street. And I don't know if it's because he saw me and he turned around, but he turned around real quickly and went back the way he came from. And I was like, thank you, thank you, thank you. I don't want no problems. I don't want no issues. I'm like, thank you. Berber said, I can't stand those grown behind trolls. Makes no sense to me to come in someone's chat and drop dumb comments or disrespectful comments. Right. Exactly, Berber. Exactly. So nowadays, I really just kind of, because, we be watching T channels, right? We watch T channels, but I have when I came on here, I wasn't watching T channels. I started to watch T channels because I liked certain content creators. But I learned quickly that it's just best to go where it's safe. And if you do go everywhere, just say hello and keep it moving. Like sometimes certain chats, it's not wise to engage. It's not even wise to engage. I just say hello. To those who speak, I'll speak back. And sometimes people get mad at you if you don't speak back. Guess what? I'm like, okay, when somebody says hello, that doesn't necessarily mean that they're holding the phone and they're watching. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you'll say hello to a couple of people and you'll put the phone down and start your dinner. Or you'll put the phone down to eat. You'll put the phone down to finish your clothes, washing your clothes. You're in and off. You're on and off. So you're not seeing everybody who spoke to you. So I had to learn to say, hey, everybody by name. Hey, everybody by name. And that way now, then you come in. It's like some people you just can't please. You know that old saying, you can fool some of the people some of the time, but you can't fool all of the people all of the time. How that goes like that. It's the same thing with satisfying people. Hey, Lakeitha. Good afternoon, Lions Pride. Hey, Lakeitha. Berber says, yeah, because they will hit you and keep going. Some of them, yeah, keep on going, keep going. And my thing is, once we've exchanged a couple of terms, statements, comments to each other, why are we still going? Like, I be like, I'm big on, can you just not address me? Because I don't want to address you. Like, can you just not address me? Because I don't want to address you. We're on social media. Like, I ain't the type of person like to keep going back and forth like that. That gets your blood pressure up. Okay? That affects your circadian rhythm. Okay? That affects your circadian rhythm. That stress, that type of stress, unwanted, unneeded, unnecessary stress, you know, in our head, we have our brain is the main clock, right? It's the main clock when it comes to the way this planet rotates. Okay? So your brain is the main clock. The other parts of your body, the reasons that we walk and work out and things like that, they release hormones and chemicals. They all have little clocks, right? And those little clocks affect your circadian rhythm. But there are also outside influences like people who create stressful situations for you, stressful situations that maybe people didn't create, but they're just there. The way that you work, the way that you eat, if you exercise, all that stuff plays a part in your circadian rhythms. And if your circadian rhythms are out of whack, you're not getting the proper sleep. It's going to affect your health and all that stuff. Ain't nobody got time to be arguing with these people. Ain't nobody got time to be arguing with these people. And it's like, but at the same time, you got to stand your ground because sometimes people just trying to see if you're a feather or something. Like if they can just say, and you be like, okay. Sometimes people are just trying to figure out if you're a feather. And you just have to like, be like, I'm not a feather. Okay? I'm not a feather. I don't like to engage in a bunch of BS. And I'm going to let you go on a little bit, but I'm not a feather. People don't like the reaction. Every action draws an opposite and not always so equal reaction, right? So when they get the reaction, then you all kinds of bad person. You all kinds of a bad person. So that's why I go into certain chats and I don't do a lot of talking. I just say hello. Like if it's my sis, Sin City, that's my friend. Like, I don't think a lot of people honestly know that that's my friend. Like we're friends. Even in her chat, I just kind of laugh sometimes, giggle. I ask people to support the channel and I engage in her conversation, you know, to a degree. I engage because y'all know what she be talking about. Those two twins over there. So I engage a little bit. And then I engage with the chat in general. But people want to have, when they want to have issues, make themselves your target. Like, and you're like, no, I'm not, you're not my target. And that's the thing about me. That's why I don't engage a lot. Because if I'm addressing someone, I'm going to be specific. So you just, in order to keep your peace when y'all are out here, and that's just to y'all too. Because I always end my lives with peace, positivity, and prosperity. I ask everybody that comes through here to try to have as much peace as they can. Because listen, it's too much stuff going on in everybody's real life to be letting social media, no matter which social media platform it is, it's too much going on in day-to-day life to be letting people that you will probably never meet affect you. But I ain't gonna lie, it be hard sometimes because sometimes people just got so much ish going on themselves that they just want to have ish with somebody else. Burr and Lakeitha speaking. Thank y'all for speaking. Lakeitha laughing. Lakeitha, I'm like, sometimes I think people just be wanting to test you, see if you're gonna pass the test. I be like, don't test me. I ain't gonna have no long-term nothing with you, but don't test me. Don't test me, because I'm not trying to fail tests. I'm not trying to fail tests. But then sometimes, you know, the test ain't even worth taking, okay? Sometimes the test isn't even worth taking. I like my Sin. She's such a beautiful. Yeah, she is. She is. And see, and that's what I'm saying. Like, me and Sin became friends years ago now. Like years ago. And that's why when I come in the chat, I'm like, I'm there to watch her do her thing, you know? And I don't say stuff a lot of times. But the reason I don't say stuff a lot of times is because she doing her thing. Like, you know what I'm saying? She doing her thing. And it's usually at least 150, 25, 50, 200 people in there. So it's only so much that's going to be seen anyway. You know what I'm saying? She can only interact with. I've seen people come in there and they be like, she don't see my comment. Or this, that, you know, something. I'm like, y'all, when you're, because y'all be in there, y'all see me sometimes, I be picking with her, I be like, y'all tell her to scroll up. I'm like, tell her to scroll up. Because the comments come so fast. When it's like, I say 50 people, the comments can come fast. That's why sometimes people slow their comments down because they go so fast and they're trying to see everybody. But if you're trying to talk and you're trying to do commentary, even if you see everybody, you're not going to be able to address every comment. You're not. Lakeitha says, "Nice, I totally agree, but you have to let people know where you." Exactly. Exactly. You have to. It's like, you don't even be wanting that mess, like wanting that drama. And then whenever somebody comes at me with something, I stand back, I say, hold up, let me see what I said first. See, I can admit my flaws. I tell my chat all the time, my patience are short. See, my patience are short for bullshit. Sorry, you two, but it's not made for children. The channel is not made for children. I know a lot of kids come through, and y'all, when y'all see kids come through here, that's okay. My channel used to be a gaming channel, okay? So a lot of times kids will come through here. But I still, when I got it and I took it back over, I put not made for kids, but they still come because they're still subscribed. Some of them are still subscribed. So a lot of them are still subscribed. But I ain't got time for that. And then especially when you're trying to rationalize with somebody and let them see like, no, you mistook what you saw, or you misinterpreted what you saw, or you just wanted to see some shit. You know, sometimes people just want to see some BS for whatever reason. Sometimes they just want to see some BS. Like I said earlier, sometimes people just want to be your target, and you don't have any targets. I'm that person that wherever I'm addressing somebody, I'm going to be specific. Like if I'm starting the conversation with them, I'm going to be specific. But a lot of times in the chat, we're all talking to each other. Like we're talking to the content creator. We're talking to each other. We're talking to several other people. And sometimes you're just engaging in what she's saying. Like you may not be specifically addressing what she's saying, but whatever the topic is, you're somewhere around the topic. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't got time to be trying to create problems with somebody in somebody else's chat. But some people love that. They don't have, to me, that's the first sign of disrespect to the the channel holder. That's the first sign of disrespect. Because you're trying to talk this and pop your shit and do this and do that. Ain't nobody even thinking about you. That's the first sign of disrespect to the channel holder. And it makes the channel holder feel a type of way. And whoever the aggressor is, you making the other person that you aggressing on feel a type of way because that person don't want nothing popping off in the chat. But then there you go. So that's why it's so true when you hear people say, a lot of people get on social media, right? They got issues at home. They mad at somebody at work. Or they just don't like, some people just don't like you and don't even damn know you. You're on social media. Like, all you know is what you see a person say and do. You don't know them. You know, y'all, it's some people on social media, their demeanor in real life is a whole 180. Their demeanor in real life is a whole 180. They're nothing like that because to them, they're just doing what they need to do to maintain their channel and to maintain the growth of their channel. That's it. They're not showing you every part of them. They're not showing you everything about them. Yeah, you'll see some parts of them and you'll get to know how they are to a degree, but they're not showing you all of them. Berber says she be trying to get every comment. Yeah. It keeps up. Yeah, yep. That's what it is, Berber. She be trying to get each and every comment and it ends up keeping her behind. Yep. It ends up keeping her behind. It ends up keeping her behind. So like yesterday, the situation, I was in a situation, I'm like, hell, I'm in this situation, don't even know how. Like I'm in this situation, don't even know how. And I didn't get like I could have got because that's my sister's chat. Like, no, we're not biological sisters, but we have been on here knowing each other since before I started doing anything, since before I even did a live or a video. We've been knowing each other. I would never try to cause corruption, but at the same time, Sin has been through a lot. So she be already like, handle your businesses. And I'm like, I know, but I'm not, I really don't like to do that. I really don't like to do that. Because see, a lot of times when stuff happens, people are testing you. I'm telling you, y'all, they're testing you to see, one, how far they can go. Two, how far you'll go in your response. How far you'll go in your response. And sometimes you just gotta let them have the foolishness, you know? Sometimes you don't be wanting to. Like Lakeitha says, you gotta let people know where you stand. Once you let them know where you stand, once I do that, I'm done with it. Unless they keep on. Like, I don't do subliminals. I'll do subliminals if I know it's one done at me. But even then, I'm not gonna do that often. I'm not gonna do that often. Because why do a subliminal? You grown. Be brave enough to say what you mean and stand on what you mean to who you want to say it to, who you want to say it to. You know, to who you want to say it to. Stop interfering and disrupting people's chat for foolishness, childish, like teenage, like 5+ year old women, 35, 45, 55, 65, 70s, acting like mean girls in high school, trying to see if they can get a response, trying to see what the response will be. It's like, that's why I say, you know what? I'm only going to go to certain chats and I'm only going to like actually talk in certain chats. So y'all will see me say hello to the content creators and the mods in the chat, but I don't do a lot of engaging anymore because it's supposed to be fun. Like Bird said, you come on here for fun. Keitha said, Lunch Pride, you didn't say anything wrong. Like you said, we all talk to you. Exactly. Like Lakeitha, I didn't even know like that there was a specific, like how do you even address, like I know that you can, like if you and Bird talking, I'm the content creator, but say if you and Bird talking, and Big Kane was in here, it don't even have to be a lot of people. If you and Bird talking, and I'm talking, y'all reference the stuff that I'm talking about, and then Shawanda says something in reference to what I'm talking about, how can I accuse her of getting, how can one of y'all accuse her of getting in y'all's conversation? We're pretty much all talking about the same thing or something related to it. So even if she did get in your conversation, that's what the whole live is about. You see what I'm saying? Like, I was just so thrown by that. I'm like, first of all, I wasn't aware, there's 125 people in here at least. I wasn't aware that the simple words that it was two general statements. And I do remember calling the person's name, but when I called that person's name, it wasn't the person who got heated. I called their name and it wasn't nothing mean. I'm a mod in their channel. I was like, you sure were trying to be neutral, y'all. That was it. That's all. That's what I said to her. And I called the name, not of the person that got an attitude. So I was like, I'm trying not to, this is my sis chat, and I'm trying not to do that because I just don't like doing that anyway. Like I go to unspoken chat, I say, hey, and then I speak to a couple of people if I can catch them, and then I'll start doing what I'm doing. A lot of times people get upset with you if you don't speak to them. They'll say, oh, I know she saw me because the person right beneath me spoke. Y'all know what? There's this thing called top messages, all messages. And it just depends on what your phone is on as to whether or not you see all messages. So if it's been times where y'all, I've been walking, right? Like I said, I don't have, usually I might get up to, I probably got up to like, let me tell y'all something. I got up to like 100 people in here. When YouTube first started the vertical live stream, I would get up to like 200 then because it was just a whole bunch of trolls. But as far as like content creators and subscribers that I bypassed, you know, on YouTube, one time they thought it was going to be some mess. I got up to like 200 some people. And see, that's what I don't like. I'd rather have a chat like we are right now because we're getting familiar with each other. If I said something that rubs Lakeitha the wrong way, most I'll be able to see it or be able to catch exactly what she's talking about and be like, no, I ain't doing that. Because see, I ain't trying to do that on social media. I ain't trying to do that unless somebody does it to me first. If Shawanda says something, I would have no problem. All I got to do is scroll up real quick and see what happened. If Shawanda and Lakeitha had words, I'll see what happened. And I'm trying to make peace. I'm trying to keep peace with them. I ain't got time for that other stuff. People, it be people you see around the YouTube streets and you don't even interact with them. And it's like, not because of you dislike them or anything, you know, you just don't interact with them. Me and Shawanda just started interacting more recently. I've seen Shawanda forever. I've always spoke to her. She's always spoke to me. But if a person doesn't speak to me, I don't take that as an insult. I take that to mean there's this thing called top messages, all messages. There's also this thing called sometimes a person may be cooking and they're on and off the app. They're watching and they're mostly listening. People are doing things. They have their kids. You know, there's so much you could be doing. That's the reason that you miss comments. So I'm not going to sit here and say, oh, they saw the comment above mine. They saw the comment beneath mine. Cindy missed so many of my comments, y'all. Because usually I'm not there time she goes live. And like one of y'all said, I can't remember if it was Bird or Lakeitha, she's trying to catch up because she's trying to get all the ones at the top. She has to scroll up. We talk almost every day. I ain't got to worry about her missing my comment. Like, I don't care about that. I really don't. I don't care about that. Well, Lakeitha, I'm glad you know I didn't say nothing wrong because I was like, I'm not one to doubt myself when it comes to mess because I know I don't start mess with people. Now, what has happened is people will dislike you because when you respond back to the mess, they say you went too far, right? Or they say you went overboard. But when you ask someone to leave you alone, that should be the end of whatever it is. Because if I'm saying leave me alone, that means I'm not bothering you. And that means I've tried to figure out what you're talking about, and you don't even want it to be figured out. I could tell they didn't even want that to be figured out. I'm like, why was I even addressed? I didn't address that person. The person that I addressed was cool, like, and I didn't say nothing mean to her. I said, yeah, you were definitely trying to be neutral. How was that? I mean, neutral. You were definitely how is that? And I ain't calling her name because I ain't calling names because it was just because it was so petty and silly and childish. It was so like mean girlish. I'm like, how's that? And then as far as the got in our conversation, we're all in Cindy's conversation. Now sometimes we be having sidebar conversations, but I didn't see a sidebar conversation. Y'all, it was so funny to me that I was starting to laugh until they got out of pocket. Like I was really like literally laughing until they got out of the pocket. Hey, my bro, what's going on? Just punched out on the just getting off. Come on, Chef Finest Wine. Y'all go over there and check out my bro. That right there, that's fam. That's family. That's my family right there. You too. Cindy, Chef. I don't have time to mess with people, like to be picking with people. I be too busy trying to just catch what I can catch, get these lives in the evening, and just be me. And that's it, and that's all. Bro? You know, I was in my Sin City chat yesterday, and somebody just started trying to pop off for no reason. Like, I was sitting up there trying to figure out the reason, and they was just popping off. like, I couldn't even get a reason for nothing. And then when I did scroll up and I saw something. It wasn't me. It wasn't what I said. But it was like, what was it? Who is subscribers? I'm like, all of us? What the hell? I'm like, all of us are subscribers. So at that moment, it was at that moment that I realized somebody was just looking for something. I don't know if somebody wound them up to do it or if they had just wanted to do it, but somebody was looking for something. So, you know, that's just like if I'm in my brochure Finest Wines chat, I'm not finna argue with nobody. But at the same time, he know I'm going to stand on some business if I got to. Because, you know, that ain't good, y'all. That's not a good look, especially when you modding. Like, that's like Chef. Somebody come in here clowning, he going to get them up out of here. No questions asked. He ain't even got to say nothing. Look, no questions asked. If that person feel like they was mistreated, they're going to have to go create another channel and come over here and ask me about it. Because he knows no questions asked. That's my bro. Chef is my bro. Chef said, bird. He said, say what? Popping off on me, Chef. And I tried to restrain because I'm in somebody else's chat. 1, because I'm in Sin City's chat. 2, because I'm modding. But 3, because I really didn't know what the hell they was talking about. Like, I really didn't know what the hell they was talking about. Literally didn't know. And so when I went back up, I'm like, okay, I saw what they said. I'm like, how can I jump in your conversation, when I didn't address either the person that they were talking to, I didn't address either of them. But I did address the person that they were talking to. It was just a general statement. That person wasn't offended. It wasn't a critique. It wasn't some type of hypocritical statement. It was honestly just like, yeah, you were being neutral. That was the statement that I said to the person, to the young lady. And somebody else, like I said, they decided to try to give me a test. I don't like tests because I'm going to pass them on my end, but you might feel like I failed the test. Because I'm going to pass the test, but you might feel like I failed the test. Because, see, our reactions aren't equal. If you come with some crazy actions, your reaction is going to be opposite, but it ain't going to be equal. And I'm like that because my patience are short. Like, I will try for a few seconds, for a couple of minutes to see what the hell you talking about, if you talking crazy. But after that, I'm going to just be like, look, whatever, just whatever. And then don't ask me to stop talking to you, but you keep addressing me. This shit is crazy. Don't ask me to stop addressing you, but you keep addressing me. I'm like, what the hell? Right, Chef. Chef, that's what I'm gonna do. Because you already know me. You already know me. See, a lot of times people be trying to get you to do stuff because they have an agenda. It's not even always with you. It could be to see, I'm gonna do this to see how the content creator is gonna react. I'm gonna do this to see what she gonna say. I'm gonna do this to see if he or she gonna pick a side. And I'm gonna just be honest, the side was picked before the argument even happened. But I don't do my sis like that, and she don't do me like that. You see what I'm saying? Like, the side was picked before the argument even happened. So a lot of times people are doing that. A lot of times people are doing things to see what the content creator, how they'll respond. And a lot of times they're doing it to see how the person that they got an issue with will respond. And sometimes they just doing it just to be stupid. Just to be stupid. Chef says, I'm going to block them. I can't even go to say it because I don't play. Right, because you don't play that. Burr says, yep, Chef blocked that. Burr, see, Burr, I don't even think you've been in it live at the same time as Chef, and you already know. You already know. You already know, Chef. She already knows. She done seen you do it. Chef gonna block that butt quick. He ain't playing. He ain't got time to play. And so I had to learn to, like, my patience are short. So if my patience are gonna be short, I'm gonna have to learn to, like, just be able to ignore too. Cause I'll go back and forth with you. But the older you get, the more you understand that, you know what? Sometimes having the last word is what a person wants. So I learned to deal with that by saying, have it. Have the floor. You can have it. And guess what, y'all? When you say that, that burns them up. They still be mad. They still be mad, y'all. They still be mad. Chef says they should already know not to test me, period. Like, I think, Chef, they be thinking this sweet. Because if you ever come, see, a lot of people have been in my chat, and that's one reason they don't stay, is because I don't do this shit. Like, I ain't with the shits. I ain't with the drama. I be on here to tell people, look at the legs move. Like, look at the feet, look at the legs. Get up, move your feet, move your legs. Talk about health and fitness. That's all I want to talk about. So I think when they see like people, when they see you in like in a chat, certain chats, they be thinking, oh, they with the shits. No, I be in T-channel chats because I like the content creator. I might like their moderators, and I like certain subscribers. That's it, that's all. I don't be over there for no issues. Now I be over there to watch them handle their issues. I'll be over there to watch them handle their issues. Because I always tell y'all, listen, your peace and understanding, they're everything. I ain't no hypocrite. Y'all have seen me in T-channel chats. But what you don't see me doing is messing with nobody, effing with nobody. I don't, unless they mess with me. And that's just the issue that a lot of people have. They wanna do things, and then they don't understand that every action draws an opposite, sometimes equal, sometimes not so equal reaction. Chef says, that motherfucking part, right? I will block me a motherfucker. Yeah, that's your girl. Right. They better leave. Okay. Just leave me alone. I honestly really think some people be like, I'm going to see how she react if I say something to her. Just she gonna react the same way. Sin is gonna react the same way if somebody say something to me that she's gonna react if she say something if they say something to Bird. Sin, everybody she treats them good. She gonna have that same reaction on camera. We know what it is, and that's how she should be because that's her channel. You know, that's her channel. That's just like Chef. If I go over there in the chat and somebody Chef is really cool with, and me, we get into an altercation in the chat. I don't expect Chef to be like, oh, you did this to Line's Pride, yada, 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 all on the live. Or to be at me say, oh, you did this to so-and-so, so-and-so, so-and-so person, A. I expect for him to see what it is to try to keep the shit squashed. And then at the end of the day, he and I, we know what it is. We know how we know we can talk to each other. We know we can talk to each other. And sometimes it's like that. Sometimes you have, like you might have, like say Bird and Lakeitha in the chat and Shawanda. You might be cool, really, really cool with both of them. Not that you even talk on the phone or know each other personally, but really, really cool. But you might honestly be cooler with one than the other. When you're in the live and some stuff pop off, you don't want to seem like you're showing favoritism, and you're not. But now, if I see that one of them just all out of pocket, then yeah, that's just like Chef. Now, if I'm into it with somebody and he real cool with them, and he sees that I'm all out of pocket, yeah, he gonna be like, look sis, take a break. Look, I'm gonna talk to you later. Something like that. Cause he gonna see something that sometimes y'all we do stuff that we don't even see. You know what I'm saying? Or it may be that I understood something and I understood it the wrong way. So a lot of times it's few people that you have to it's kind of like in your day-to-day life, the people that you've grown up with, the people that you were raised with, there are certain people, they can't really tell you nothing. But then there are other people, if they tell you you need to pump your brakes, other friends, other family members, if they say, nah, you were wrong, you're gonna listen. That's the relationship that I have with Chef. I'm gonna listen. So I'm fixing to slow down, y'all, because it's been over an hour. It's been like an hour and a half. And see, that's about as long as I'll be on here, Bird. Usually like an hour. Since it gets dark earlier, I try to hit 30, 45 minutes. But like today, y'all came here and gave me some conversation. Y'all kept me company, and I appreciate y'all. So we stayed a little bit longer. We was on here a little bit longer. Good night, Bird. Bird says, later Line's Pride, I enjoyed you. I will be back. Have a blessed night. And go home. It's getting dark. Yes, I'm about to take my butt home, Bird. Chef says, good night, Bird. Good night, Chef. Bird says, good night, Chef. Lakeitha says, Line's Pride, you're so right. Bro says, yep, we will respect each other's voice. Right, definitely take it into consideration. Exactly. And that's how I am. If there's certain family members, they can't be the voice of reason for me because they too messy. And listen, that don't mean they think always wrong. But if somebody is messy and I can see them making a point about something I did, then I really know I'm wrong. But 9 times out of 10, I'm going to listen to the family and friends that I have that are usually rational, and they're the voice of reason, and I respect their thoughts, opinions, and ideas. And if they tell me that, look, you were wrong, maybe you weren't trying to be wrong, but you may have interpreted something the wrong way, then I'm going to pause and I'm going to listen. Doesn't always mean 100% I'm going to say, yeah, you're right, but it means I'm going to take it into consideration. And probably, they might be right. You know what I'm saying? They might be right. They might be right. And so on YouTube, there's only like about 3 people that can talk to me like that. And I'm gonna be like, you know what? Let me listen to what Chef's saying, because I'm probably wrong. And if I don't feel like I'm wrong, then I'm gonna explain to him why. But everybody else, I don't try to even owe no explanation. I don't have enough respect. It's not that I disrespect, but I don't know them well enough. I don't even want to get to know anybody. Just seeing how stuff can be on here. The people that I want to get to know well enough to respect their opinions, I already know. I already know them. So if I want to respect their opinions, I already know them. Thank you, bro, for coming in. I hope you had a great day at work. Look, it's Tuesday. Tomorrow is hump day. Before you know it, it'll be the weekend. And listen, y'all know what I say. Don't push the days, okay? Relish and enjoy every day. Relish in every day. Enjoy it. Because you just pushing the time. You're getting old, okay? You're getting old. Enjoy each and every day. Enjoy Monday, just like you enjoy Friday and Saturday and Sunday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Enjoy each and every day. Okay? Be thankful for each and every day. Right? And we got enough stuff stressing us out. It's just like they say with storms. You've been with one, in one, don't know when it's going to be one, right? That's with stress. Sometimes your stress level is on 1,000. Sometimes it's on 100. And that's in the middle. And sometimes it's on 10. You got to enjoy those, okay? Even when it's on 1,000, find some ways to work it out and get it down, all right? Find some ways to work it out and get it down. Y'all know what I say. Don't let bother people bother you. Don't let stress people stress you out. All right? If you find yourself in a misery lounge, you get up out of there. GYGAG. Grab your grip and go. You ain't got to stay there. If somebody comes into your lounge, your spot, your place, your platform, and they're causing problems for you, tell them to go. Get them up out of there. Get them up out of there. Y'all know I wish y'all peace, positivity, and prosperity. And y'all already know why. Because without peace, what you got? You got that chaos. Chaos be having a big smile on his face. You got negativity. Boy, negativity be smiling harder than chaos. And wherever negativity and chaos live, you fail to prosper to your fullest potential. I want to prosper. I want each and every one of you guys to prosper. And I want us to prosper to our fullest potential. So again, I appreciate you, bro. My bro, Chef Find This Wine. Y'all please go check him out. Okay, he ain't hard to find. Type it in there, Chef, and it probably, as soon as you say CHE, it's probably going to pop up, Find This Wine. Okay? The baddest chef on these YouTube streets. All right? All right. Big Kane was in here today. Aries B. Bedspread Chronicles, a.k.a. Aries B. Who else? I try to make sure I get all the content creators and all of the subscribers. Lakeitha, Bird. Everybody who came through here, I appreciate each and every one of you guys. Y'all have a terrific rest of your Tuesday. What y'all eating tonight, Taco Tuesday, whatever you eating, enjoy it, okay? And make sure it's healthy unless today is your cheat day, okay? Make sure to enjoy it unless today is your cheat day, all right? So, protect your peace, protect your positivity, and find as many ways as you can to prosper. All right, y'all. Lakeitha says, Lions Pride, be careful out there. My God bless each of you. Thank you. May God bless each. Girl, look, I cannot see. Look, I got to go. I got to pull out my glasses. Thank you, Lakeitha. God bless you. Thank you again for coming to the chat. I appreciate you. You're welcome to come anytime. We try to go live every day. Sometimes we miss a couple of days. I didn't go live yesterday and I didn't go live Sunday. So we're trying to, make sure we do the rest of this week. So I will see you guys on these YouTube streets. Bye, y'all.